This is Yair Pinto coming to you from a Hezbollah terror tunnel in southern Lebanon. This kind of brings me memories from the Gaza Strip, but the magnitude of these tunnels is just completely different. This is a whole new level. It's just huge. And this is only a few hundred meters from the border with Israel. This was supposed to be used in order to equip the terrorists before they carry out their ground maneuver into the northern part of Israel. I'm Yair Pinto, and this is My State, a program about current events, my belief in God, and my journey in the Holy Land. And this is a Hezbollah terror tunnel in southern Lebanon, where only a few weeks ago, the IDF conducted a ground maneuver to root out these terror cells from carrying out an October 7th style attack against Israeli communities and against Israel at large. It's time to have some boots on the ground in South Lebanon, so I'm taking all of you to see it firsthand. I was actually on my way home from work when our team got a call from the IDF spokesperson's unit inviting me to join a press tour of a Hezbollah tunnel just 100 meters from Israel's border with Lebanon. Even with a 3-hour drive ahead of me, there was no way I could pass up this opportunity. So guys, I'm still driving on my way to the border with Lebanon, so stay tuned and keep me in your prayers. It's been a few months since I've actually been in a war zone. I remember the eerie feeling of moving to the Gaza Strip, where you have dozens of Hamas tunnels all over the place. A lot of emotions are coming up as I drive north, but I'm especially interested to see how Hezbollah's tunnels look compared to those of Hamas. So I'm now half an hour from the border with Lebanon. As I'm getting closer, I see more and more military vehicles. We're about to reach a rendezvous point with the IDF spokesperson's unit in Kiryat Shmona, an Israeli city that was heavily attacked by Hezbollah since the beginning of this war, and all the residents were evacuated. I think that every day, for a year now since this war started, this city was targeted by rockets and drones. I just reached our rendezvous point, so it's time to gear up and get ready to go.
From this point on, no lights at all. So turn off every light, even the small red dots, we can see them from far away. So please turn it off. I will tell you when we can disembark once we arrive. This is for our safety. Just stay on my 6 and follow my lead.
So we just entered the Hezbollah tunnel in a Shiite village here on the border with Lebanon. It's very deep. We're going down already 5 meters into the ground. Guys, this is just an amazing maze. You have even electricity here for lights. You have pipes. There's electricity that is going all across the walls here. And this, unlike in the Gaza Strip, this is cement all the way, and it's carved in rock. I want to show you the electric systems that are running through these tunnels. Take a look at this deep tunnel, what's going on here.
Good evening, everybody. As I said, my name is Major Yonatan Sherman. I'm an officer in the 890 Paratrooper Battalion. Welcome to Rabat El-Atin, South Lebanon. We're in a Hezbollah tunnel that we found here about a week ago. When we first came here, we came through the border. There were terrorists inside the tunnel. For the first few days, we had firefights with them, and then we were able to overcome them and come into the tunnel and find what we found here. So we came here with specific intelligence. Exactly, we knew where it was. We knew when they started building it. We weren't surprised. It's obviously different, as you can see, seeing it with your own eyes. to see the millions and millions of dollars instead of helping Lebanon be a beautiful country, what they put in here to build this terrorist infrastructure. What you can see here is a huge system tunnel that has ammo, has supplies, has communications, and was ready to have tens of fighters here, Hezbollah fighters here in the tunnel. We won't see it, but all the exits here that we found go into civilian houses that were full of weapons, RPGs, PKs, AK-47s, ready to fight either here in the village or in Israel. What we found in here is rooms full of ammunition, supplies to stay here for months. We found rooms that were ready with mattresses, bathrooms, showers, washing machines. A soldier could come here with nothing on him, just with his clothes. He would leave here with food supplies, with his plan, a map, weapons, where he was going, what settlements he was supposed to attack, with full guidelines.
This is a terror tunnel that was used and planned to equip the Hezbollah fighters before they infiltrate Israel. Above ground, they could carry out basically this ground maneuver and complete their plans of conquering the Galilee. Obviously, that did not happen as the IDF was prepared. We are between 10 to 40 meters underground, depends on what area you're standing, and we're about to enter the ammunition room that Hezbollah stored its weapons, its food supplies, its logistical supplies. Take a look with me now. To my right here, you see cans, food, everything that they need. This is canned food, kind of like tuna. And here behind me, you can see AK-47s, grenades, RPG launchers. Looks like they were a bit more organized than Hamas in Gaza. And you can see that by the size of these tunnels, the level of sophistication, the height.
Ammo that we have found has been a large part of it Iranian. You can see RPGs, sniper rifles, AP mines, grenades, AK-47. There are air attack weapon systems. Obviously, all of this was supposed to be used on an infiltration to Israel. Hezbollah terrorists could have come here. He would obviously come in here as a civilian and then go into the tunnel and become a terrorist. He'd have his uniform, his vest, his weapons, and he would be able to go and try to infiltrate into Israel.
Yes, I'm back into the front lines, this time as a journalist and not as a soldier. But the important thing is that you will know the truth of what really is happening in this war. Israel is fighting the largest terrorist group in the world. And just look at the size of these tunnels that were built here. And this is the largest tunnel that the IDF have discovered so far in this war. And we're entering another room now. This is like really a huge room.
The purpose of this room was to house the terrorists that we talked about that would have come here as dressed up as civilians. As you can see, there's mattresses here on the floor. We found tens of these rooms ready to house probably over 100 of these terrorists. There's lights, there's backup to the lights, there's a generator, there's toilets, there's a washing machine, there's a small kitchen, supplies to survive here for months. Billions and millions of dollars, Iranian weapon systems that were invested here for one reason only, to infiltrate into Israel, to kill, rape, and damage Israelis, innocent citizens in settlements. Again, we're patient, we're determined to win. We're a generation that's here to be victorious. We will do it. We'll do whatever we need. Slowly, surely, we'll destroy any terrorist infrastructure that is aimed to our citizens.
Did you find any long-range missile rockets in this area?
Yes, for sure. We found long-range missiles that easily can be shot into the Galilee, into the civilian villages, which have already been shot at. With being here, with stopping this, I'm sure we saved hundreds, if not thousands, of our civilians' lives. we're very, very determined to do whatever we need to bring our citizens home back to the north, back to where they live, to their beautiful kibbutzim, where we put our money into infrastructure, into education, into supporting our future generations, and not into terrorist tunnels that we're supposed to go into, infiltrate into Israel and conquer the Galil.
So now we're on our way out of this terror tunnel, and we understand that this is just the beginning. The IDF is determined to find and destroy all of the infrastructure that Hezbollah created in these tunnels. And for 32 years, at least, Hezbollah built these tunnels, reinforced them with concrete, with electricity, and invested millions and millions of dollars into its terror tunnels with the sole purpose of invading Israel instead of investing it in the people of South Lebanon. This is the truth. This is the truth of what we're fighting against. Terrorists that will invest everything that they have in the destruction of Israel. I want to take this moment and actually pray. I want to pray for the IDF soldiers that are fighting now in this war, fighting here. Some of them are 19 years old, 18, some of them are 40 years old. And they are here to defend our country. So let's pray for them, for their safety and for their safe return home to their loved ones. Okay, we're now starting the way back to Israel. So guys, we're back in Israel after visiting South Lebanon for a few hours with the IDF forces. We saw a Hezbollah terror tunnel that was way more sophisticated and maintained than the terrorist tunnels that I'm used to from the Gaza Strip. Hezbollah was really prepared for their ground invasion into northern Israel. It's a real miracle that this didn't happen, and thank God for protecting us. I'm gonna start my journey back home. Guys, thank you for watching, and keep praying for the peace of Jerusalem.
Hello, this is Mati here in Jerusalem with TBN Israel.
This is Yair Pinto from TBN Israel here in Jerusalem. TBN Israel is keeping viewers informed with Israel-focused news, culture, and what God is doing in this land.
Support TBN Israel today online at tbn.org/Israel. Thank you.